Thank you so much for joining me for the weekly intuitive life coaching oracle cards readings. I'm so excited to have you here with me. We're going to be using the intuitive life coaching app to do a weekly overview every Sunday. There are actually four. This is what it will look like if you download it on your phone. This app is available for your iPhone as well as for Android phones. And there are four buttons on the screen. The first one is readings, which takes you into the different readings you can do. You can do a 1 card, a 3 card, or a 5 card reading. And then there's the browse button. And if you have the free version, you'll only see 11 cards, but there's actually 77 in this deck. And then there is the journal, which allows you to save your readings by time and date. And then there's the about, which tells you a little bit more about me and Indigo software. So let's get started. Hello, and thank you for joining me for the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Cards weekly reading. My name is Kelly Smith. I'm going to be doing a 5 card reading for you guys today. This is for the week of May 11th through the 17th. You always want to make sure that you get very focused, you call in your angels and guides, and make sure you get very clear about what it is you're asking for assistance or guidance for. So this week, in the situation, we have fear. In the emotional challenge, we have universal mind. In the solution, we have synchronicities. In the coaching advice, we have surrender. And in the potential, we have restlessness. So looking back on last week, a very intense week. This week, we are continuing to push past and shed those fears. Fear is huge for this week. Just purging fears, releasing fears, acknowledging fears existed that we didn't even know were there. Fears that are holding us back and keeping us from doing or being or living the life we've always wanted to live. Fear is, this week, it is all about purging and releasing the fear, acknowledging that the fear is there and just releasing it. And I know last week was absolutely one of the most intense weeks I've had in a really long time as far as energy goes. So I am feeling like this week is a lot more smoother. It's going to be more gentle energy, but it's still about releasing a lot and purging a lot and getting very clear about what works and what doesn't work. So it feels like we are still doing a lot of that work in this energy to move us forward. So let's go ahead and look at the first card, fear. It says your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life you deserve. Fear may be keeping you from moving forward in life, and not all fear is a bad thing. Actually, fear is the way that we learn to navigate the world at a very young age and stay safe. It is the most likely the reason why we look both ways before crossing the street or think twice before touching the hot stove again. It is when we allow fear to take over which keeps us from growing and learning new things that it becomes a problem. This card comes to you today to tell you that fear is doing just that. It is keeping you from moving forward. It is time for you to face your fears. There are many different types of fears that can stop us in our tracks. It could be fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. Whatever your fear is, you are being asked to challenge it head on. It is time to recognize that it is causing you more pain than it is keeping you safe. When we keep ourselves from evolving out of fear, it causes us a great deal of emotional pain and suffering. Do whatever it takes to move past this because it is time and great things are in store for you if you do. Call on your angels and guides and ask them to assist you with this. It is never too late to live life to the fullest. And Archangel Michael is with us For those of you that work with angels, Archangel Michael is a very important angel to call on when you're trying to release and move through fears. Just call on Archangel Michael and ask him to clear you and release you of all the fear that you are going through. He'll help you purge it and maybe even see it, fear that you didn't even realize was there. Because sometimes what happens is we keep ourselves so busy with different things in our life that we're covering up the core issue or the core problem. And that core issue and that core problem is coming out this week, and it's fear. So you spend time in meditation, call on Archangel Michael and your angels and guides, and ask for assistance to finally release this fear of success, fear of failure, fear of change. All of those things are being cleared away this week. And that's really exciting, because when we clear away fear, we start to get more in tune with faith, and we start to trust ourselves to be able to manifest things, because we're making decisions. We're not holding back out of fear. So all of this is very important this week. And in the emotional challenge, we have the universal mind. It says you're about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. For this to be an emotional challenge, our angels and guides are showing us we have all the solutions, we have everything that we need, but we've blocked ourselves off from that. We've blocked ourselves off from the solutions and the resources that can shift us and push us forward, because we are still working on clearing our fears so we can move forward. This card comes to you today to assure you that you are getting ready to find the solution to your problem or concern. We are all connected to the infinite intelligence of all that is. It is time for you to tap into the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your connection to the universal mind. It could even be considered one and the same. Begin to focus on receiving the solutions to your problem versus focusing on the problem itself. The solution that you seek will be revealed to you when you begin to awaken to the power of your subconscious mind. Use your dream time to help you access the infinite intelligence from within. Hold the picture of the perfect solution being revealed to you in divine timing in your mind's eye. And I just got the most amazing aha moment as I was reading that card, because this message has been coming through over and over and over again for me all week. And actually, this has been a theme, and if you've been watching video readings, this has been a theme for the last couple of weeks too. We keep getting this card. So it's really important for us to align with the universal mind. It's important for us to align with our intention, set that energy in motion. Because all the resources are there, and we are the creators of our reality, but sometimes we forget that. And sometimes we pretend like we're not the creators of our reality, and we get caught up in we get caught up in reacting to life instead of creating life. In the solution, we have synchronicities. It says, allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. And I just got a lot of chills and goosebumps as I'm tuning into this cards and our angels and guides. Actually, this week, we are going to have a lot of signs. We are also going to have some interesting doors or opportunities, or something is going to open up for us that we didn't expect. So we're going to have synchronicities, signs, amazing events that seem to be of a coincidence, but absolutely are no coincidence at all, are going to take place sometime this week. Synchronistic events are all around you now. This card comes to you today to assure you that all of the coincidences that are happening to you are no accident. This is creation in action. Pay special attention to all of the details in your life at this time. It doesn't matter how insignificant something appears. It is not by chance. It is divine design. Things are shifting and moving for you in the most amazing ways. Just when you need to know something, someone shows up with the answer. Just when you decide you want a new job, someone offers you an interview. Just when you decide you want to meet more people, someone sends you an invite to a social gathering. Synchronicities happen as if by magic. And I'm getting a lot of information around remembering that we are the creators of our reality, and the things that we've been trying to manifest up until this point are actually trying to bust through. But some of the reasons why they're not busting through is because of the fear. So as in the beginning of this week, as we're pushing past the fear through the middle of the week, we're going to start to see some of those manifestations that we've been working on for maybe even months start to unfold, little signs that they are actually starting to come forward into our reality. So this is really, really exciting. That's one of my favorite cards, definitely. And the coaching advice, we have to surrender. It says release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. And I know the last few weeks has been about feeling like everything is falling apart, all of these changes in your life, it feels like almost the feeling of being uprooted was last week's energy. So this week it's like if there is changes happening all around you, surrender to those changes. Surrender to what you can't change, because sometimes those changes are the answer to your prayer. Most often the changes, and even the ones that we don't want to change, are for our highest good. It says, you have done all that you can do. The situation calls for you to release control and surrender. When you are no longer trying to control things and you let them take their natural course, surprising outcomes are likely to take place. And I'm getting a really big message about relationships and wanting things to be a certain way and trying to change things and trying to make things different and trying to do all of these different things that because we want to fix something, when sometimes it's more about just going within, surrendering, releasing control, and allowing things, trying to fix them. We really need to surrender this over to a higher power. It says what you think you need and what is for your highest good are two different things. Now is the time for you to ask for what is in your highest good and the highest good of everyone involved. Be willing to step back, let go of the situation, and you will begin to see it move on its own accord. You're not meant to control this. It is out of your hands. Be open-minded and be willing to look at the bigger picture. This situation is bigger than just you. It involves the fate of many. When you let go and ask for the highest good to unfold for everyone involved, you may be surprised at what happens next. Know that Spirit is in charge, and when you surrender and trust, everything will work out. Everything will shift in a way that is even better than you had hoped for. Your soul is asking you to let go and surrender the situation over to a higher power. And the potential card is restlessness. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. So as we're moving past and through all these changes, releasing the fears, we have to learn to let go of all of our problems and worries. We have to learn to calm our mind, because when we can relax our mind and get completely silent, that is when the answers to all of our problem will come forward for us. But we cannot hear the guidance that is trying to come forward if we're always in a state of anxiety, fear, restlessness, if we're always feeling wound up in some way. So really, this week you're being guided to find a way to just to find a way to calm yourself, to do whatever it is that you need to do to relax yourself, relax your mind, and just do relaxing events this week so that you can just live in the moment. It says, are you feeling restless, irritated, and moody? Are you feeling stressed to the max and have more anxiety than usual? Your mind is going 100 miles an hour, and it is time for you to let go of all your worries and fears. Be willing to let go for now. Worrying and brooding on any particular subject is not going to help you solve the situation. You have to find a way to calm the waters of your mind. What is it that you do to relax and calm yourself? It is time to do what is necessary to relax your mind and body so you can get back into a balanced state and feel at peace again. Peace of mind is what is needed here, and there are many paths you can take to get there. Take a hot bath, go for a walk, or make yourself a cup of your favorite tea. Do whatever you need to do to get out of the anxiety and worry cycle that is going on in your mind. Ask for help from divine. Take time out to pray and release this over to a higher power. So we're getting a lot of release this over to a higher power through the restlessness card and also through the surrender card. So it's really important for us to just let go of stuff, because no amount of worrying is going to make anything better. We won't be able to see the solutions if we're constantly worrying about our problems. Thank you so much to listening to this week's Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Card video reading. You can find me at www.intuitivelifecoachingwithkelly.com and have a wonderful week. Thank you.